We talk to dozens of scam victims every day at our agencies about online fraud. These are people that have lost thousands of dollars to some online scam, and there's many forms of it, but by far the most common version has to do with Bitcoin investments or Bitcoin profiles, where the victim is usually contacted by social media, Instagram, Facebook, sometimes directly on YouTube, and they're solicited to send them Bitcoin funds or to send them actual dollars that will be converted to Bitcoin that somehow miraculously will turn into higher profits at a later date. And it's just a new spin on an old Ponzi scheme operation where somebody is promising you a return on your money that's much higher than normal, easy money, so to speak, that turns out to be just you sending the money and getting nothing back. And here's a perfect example from a fraud scheme that happened in New York, where there were a handful of people that were doing a Ponzi scheme, allegedly, and they created a club called an Airbit Club that was a cryptocurrency mining and trading company. And they promised investors high returns, and they may have even seen statements that showed, and you notice here they said profits in quotes, right? But those returns were false and phantom investments. No Bitcoin mining or trading ever took place according to the investment. And this is a good example of where fraudsters use a mysterious or unknown type of underlying asset, Bitcoin, to make up a story about why you're going to make money. Look, if somebody's telling you to buy a stock that you're going to make money on, you're going to want to know about that stock. You're going to want to know who the company it is. If you are going to buy real estate, you want to know the address, and you're going to want to know why that property is going to go up. But Bitcoin is kind of mysterious and opaque by definition. It's cryptocurrency. Crypto is like secret. So it's a good way for fraudsters to make up a story about how you're going to make money without you having to know the details. This scheme took in about 20 million through various methods, and we see this over and over. It's not that every Bitcoin investment is a scam, but unless you know specifically where your money's going, how they're going to make money with it, you're not sure at all if you're ever going to get your money back. One of the primary ways you can try to avoid this is to ascertain the actual identity of the people asking for your money. Not who they say their name is, but who they really are, and do some background on those people. Do they have criminal records? Do they have a lot of lawsuits? Do they own real estate and property? Look, if they're so rich where they are helping other people double, triple investments on Bitcoin, they should own tons of real estate and have a lot of physical investments and be very transparent. They shouldn't be shadowy people that you don't know who they are. So be aware of Bitcoin scams, and if you are a victim of a scam, you'll see other videos we have about recovering assets, recovering losses from online scams. But be aware that of the few hundred calls a week that we talk to for online scams, well above 50% of those have to do with a Bitcoin representation. There's somebody promising high returns on cryptocurrency, and they make up all kind of very impressive sounding names, and they have websites, but be aware that the Department of Justice is looking to take actions against fraudsters, and it's a very common scheme to use Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as an underlying reason because of its mystique, and because a lot of people want to feel like they're in on something that's not part of the mainstream, and Bitcoin is a good example of that.